everybody. This is Jay-Z. Crazy!
Blatant?
I just found out that the #1 earthquake capital of the world is Oklahoma City. Which is kind of crazy, because you always think of California as the #1 earthquake capital. That's the place you don't want to go, because they expect a biggie, which will probably kill millions of people. Right? Is that an overestimation? Hundreds of thousands of people? I don't know. California hasn't had a huge earthquake in a long time. It could come at any second. And that's what I wouldn't want to keep thinking about all the time. If I lived in California, I'd be a little bit paranoid about constant earthquakes possibly happening.
And
at least if you're on the East Coast,
Oklahoma.
Hurricanes, you can see on a map. You know days ahead of time when hurricanes are coming. So you have time to prepare and get the hell out of town for those. But for earthquakes, what the hell can you do? There's no warning system. Well, there is a warning system, but it's only like a few seconds. And it's in a lab, and you have to be there to see it. That doesn't do most residents any good.
Maybe you can get a seat inside that black box.
What black box?
The one on the airplane.
The hell's that got to do with anything?
You'll be safe.
That's the only place that is safe, an airplane. If you're above Southern California during the biggie, it's okay if you're in an airplane, because the earthquake won't affect you.
The same thing with Oklahoma.
Tornadoes, that's another deal. You get a little bit more notice than with earthquakes, but still you don't get a whole hell of a lot of notice. What do you get? Maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes if you're lucky.
Yeah, then you go into the hole that you dug into the backyard.
You're digging holes in the backyard?
No,
really?
The shelter.
Shelter.
I just call it a hole because that's what it looks like.
So I wouldn't want to live in a tornado-prone area or an earthquake-prone area, although the earthquake-prone areas are fun, because I like California. But man, they're expecting a big earthquake. It could happen now. It could happen 5 minutes from now. It could happen a few years down the road. That's the scary part. Nobody knows. But when it happens, destruction is going to happen, and it's going to be bad.
Oklahoma.
Fires, water cut off, sources of anything to be able to live. Streets are going to be blocked. You won't. Boy, you fucking annoying, and you've done this before. That's why I'm saying it again. What do you do this for in random videos? She's doing this.
Just trying to
You're like a crazy person.
Trying to make sure my hands are real.
Yeah, they're real. Your hands are real. Your mind's not real. Your mind is out there.
It's not real? Oh, crap.
Now, can I do a video once without being distracted by your nonsense? Is it possible? Jesus, trying to do videos here, and I have this going on in the corner. A little bit distracting, and there's no reason for this. I don't know what this is. Anyway, so you people who live in earthquake zones, does it scare you? That you could die any second, be shooken out of bed and crushed by a wall unit that falls on your head? Or would you rather live in a tornado zone where in the middle of the night you can get ripped out of bed and flown into clouds and ripped into shreds? That doesn't sound like a good alternative either. So I guess the lesser of all evils is a hurricane. At least a hurricane, like I said, you have like 3 or 4 days to plan. They have the radar and the maps and the meteorologist telling you what direction it's basically coming in. I live in a hurricane-prone zone. Now that's where we're less likely to be surprised by death. So it seems a little bit safer. Never been in a hurricane. Of course, every time a hurricane hits here, I've been on vacation.
You said this when you were putting
Right.
the fans up.
Right. When I put the fans up, if you can find that video where I tried to emulate a hurricane in this apartment on the table, because I've never been in a hurricane before, so I tried to make one happen so I could kind of feel like what it's like. I wanted to experience it. But yes, I have said that before. Every time a hurricane has hit here, I have not been in the area. I went on vacation. Then the hurricanes say, okay, it's safe. John's gone. We can come now. It's like hurricanes are afraid of me. which is very odd. Nobody should be afraid of me, right?
I don't know. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
Oh, maybe there's no correct answer.
There isn't a correct answer to that question.
So anyway, yeah, Oklahoma City is the most dangerous place in the world right now for earthquakes. What do you think about that? Are you from Oklahoma City? Are you concerned?
You should.
Do you give a shit?
Right.
Comment, please. Comment on this video.
Maybe they're sitting on that.
Subscribe to this channel so you can get more useful videos like this one.
Right. They're sitting on their porch eating wheat or something.
If you're a hillbilly, you don't give a shit what's coming. As long as you have a supply
Roadkill.
of beer and cigarettes
And roadkill.
and roadkill, you're happy, aren't you?
Going on
It's really amazing that they call it the United States of America, but like every state is so different.
especially those ones.
You have such different types of people depending on what region you go to.
I know a person who would be a shoo-in for there.
Who?
He's missing some teeth. He's really cool.
We know people who seem like they belong in other areas of the country, but they live here. But that goes the other way around, too. There's
Yeah.
other people who clearly seem like they belong
Elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know seem like they should be far away. I think just to be more happy, far away. It's not that I want to see them go or anything.
I do.
That's not right.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you. I do.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll never be in a tornado. And if I'm in an earthquake, hopefully I don't get crushed by things.
How about you?
And if I'm in a hurricane, I hope I live through that too. My dad, well, okay, that was nice. Look what I just did, everybody.
Oh, look, it's art on the front of your shirt.
Look at this. I just made abstract art of the water I just spilled all over myself. Maybe if I stopped fumbling with shit while I do the videos, that wouldn't happen. Anyway, here's where I was going with this. Right before I drowned myself. Hold on. This is the last paper towel.
Was that necessary?
Yes, this was necessary
No,
to
the
wipe this
spilling
up.
of the water.
No, the spill of water was not necessary. Did it look like I did it on purpose?
Yes, yes.
My dad's father was in the hurricane of 1938, which is one of the worst hurricanes to ever hit the region where they lived. And my dad said my grandfather was holding onto a telephone pole outside. I don't know how he got stuck outside. I don't know. Maybe he locked himself out of the house. But he was holding onto a telephone pole outside, and my dad swears that his feet were straight out,
Oh, I
and
believe
he's
it.
holding onto this pole, and it looked like some sort of cartoon. Bless you. So, I wish I had pictures of that.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's not on purpose.
Bless you. I wish I had pictures of that, because that sounds very entertaining. God bless you.
Thank you.
Well, I think we have to wrap up tonight's little love fest, because Lisa has developed some kind of allergy
Allergy?
when we talk about weather. So, I'll see you back here next time, everybody. So, like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think about weather, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, if they affect you, if you live in an area prone to any of that, and whether you give a shit or not. And, yeah, if you know a hillbilly or two, comment below about them, too. Because we all know these odd people who don't give a shit about anything as long as they've got their beer, the drugs,
The drugs. You mean their...
and roadkill.
No, their beer, their cigarettes.
Their
and-
beer, their cigarettes,
and
their
their
drugs,
roadkill.
their roadkill. There's some people just go through life oblivious because they're all drugged up and they just sail from one day to the next, not thinking about a whole hell of a lot.
And teeth just come out of their heads. And they don't even care.
Yeah, the United States of America is really the divided states of America because every state seems a little quirky and different and it has its own type of people.
Yeah.
Which it makes it interesting
Sure.
and scary at the same time.
The places that I want to not be near are the ones that you're talking about right now.
You don't want to be near what?
Hillbillies. because they're crazy. They
Okay,
like
if
to
you're a hillbilly, do whatever you can to persuade Lisa to not be so scared of hillbillies.
Well, then they would have to,
Hillbillies can be very friendly people.
until they start dragging you behind things.
No, the ones that drag you behind trucks with chains, they're crazy.
Right.
But there's a lot of normal hillbillies out there. Beverly Hillbillies, they wouldn't have harmed a fly.
That's different. That's why they moved to California.
No, they moved to California because they hit oil and they came up on millions of dollars.
Right.
Most hillbillies aren't that fortunate.
No. And then when I see one of them biting on a random animal that just happened to be killed in the middle of the road, I'm like, I'm not coming there. I'm sorry.
Lisa has her quirks too.
Yeah, it's called not wanting to be near the crazy people.
Nobody wants to be near crazy people. Which makes me think, why are you with me?
No, you're not hillbilly crazy.
No, I'm not hillbilly crazy,
That's the part that I don't
but
like.
I'm damn freaking crazy.
Right, but you're not biting on roadkill.
Take a look at my videos if any of you doubt that I'm crazy. Is any of it normal?
But you...
Very, very few of my videos is normal. Most of them are things that you wouldn't expect a person my age to even do.
But-
and I'm well aware of that.
That's
but
fine.
I don't care.
Listen, you don't have rotted teeth. You don't smell like rotted animal.
No, you're right.
Okay, then.
I don't have rotted teeth. I don't smell like rotted animals. I care about my hygiene. I take good care of myself. I even take showers just to film these videos.
Listen,
Because I want to look my best for the world.
right.
Once in a great while you catch me with messed up hair. Those are the days that might be exceptional, where I really don't give a shit. But most days, I'm taking showers, I'm dressing in clean clothes, I'm trying to look nice and present well for you people. So I hope you appreciate it.
Right.
Anyway, what the hell was this original topic about? Oh yeah,
hurricane.
earthquakes and weather.
Yeah.
So comment on that. And we'll see you back here next time on Jay-Z Crazy!
Boing!